Hello, Trinity. It has been a very warm week, but it looks like things are going to cool off before we join together for worship this coming Sunday. So join us in person at the 8 a.m., which will now be a Eucharist starting this week, or at our 10 a.m. main service. And if you have to join from home, I invite you to tune in at 10 a.m. on YouTube to watch and pray with us. This coming Sunday, we are starting our summer sermon series, Stained Glass Sermons. Every week, the preacher will focus on a different window from one of our many beautiful narrative windows in the church building. It's amazing how blessed we are with stained glass at Trinity. In fact, just looking around my office here, there's a number of stained glass related things that have accumulated over time. And so I thought I'd start with a bit of a show and tell of some of those objects. So first, a series of postcards. Let's see if I can hold these up. These are postcards of a window in the upper right gallery. The story is related to the parable of the sower, and here we have a very small image of the devil and a very small image of an angel. Just the kind of thing to send your family and friends on vacation this summer. It's really an incredible window, one of the more recent ones that was added in our nave. And if you missed our stained glass self-guided tour and want to learn more about these windows, feel free to give us an email. We're happy to send you a copy of that guide. And I know that Kyle is working on putting some of the stained glass history and information onto our website so that people can continue to learn and continue to sit with these beautiful images. Next, there's a number of tiles, almost like coasters, around my office. And these are close-ups of the west window that you see behind the altar. On the left side, when you're facing the altar, they're all narratives of creation, or different phases of creation. And in the center is stories from Jesus' life and ministry. And on the right panel, it's almost like stories of mission and evangelism. Pentecost and the baptism of Jesus and other things. So here we have indeed the baptism of Jesus by John the Baptist, with John wearing typical John the Baptist attire, clothed in fur, and the Holy Spirit descending like a dove. And then also the story of the Magi visiting on Epiphany just after Jesus is born. This is also a narrative that is depicted in one of our Tiffany windows on the right side of the church. So these are lovely. I'm sure many of you have spent a lot of time staring at those medallions. I know that I have. Also, I have a larger tile of one of the angels, probably in the upper gallery, I think, and it's just beautiful to look at their faces, to see the light shining through them, and to spend time with this stained glass and see how it makes you feel and affects your prayers. And then the last thing I have is something that I actually don't know a lot about, but it's perhaps one of the more special things because it is an actual piece of stained glass from one of our windows at Trinity before it was replaced with a more contemporary version of stained glass. So it's possible that this was from the front window over the church doors. And if you know more about this, come tell me at coffee hour. I think part of the joy of this series is that there are many people in our church who already have spent so much time with this history, with these pictures, with these objects, and so let's talk more about it. This light pink kind of mauve piece of stained glass is something that people used to look at as they came to Trinity over the several hundreds of years that our church has been here on the green. And so I think it's a really exquisite connection to the community of faith that we are a part of even today. And so when I look at these windows now, they are for me a reminder of how many centuries God has been worshipped here on the green in our church building. Each of our current stained glass windows was added at a different time, often in honor of a different person. And each of these windows is a testament to the way that God shines in and through our lives, making the ordinary extraordinary. So I am looking forward to exploring more of our stained glass with you as we work our way through this summer sermon series and conversations beyond it. As we move through these summer months, I pray for cool weather. I pray for safe travels for those of you who are away. And I pray for safety and rest and healing and moments of joy for all of us. peace be with you, and I hope to connect with you soon.